AntMan Grammar eLecture. AntMan contains a lot of adjectives, so we're going to start with the easy ones first. Ista and, of course, ipsa. So let's play with it. These are demonstratives. As you can see, you are dealing with, of course, the dative and the genitive singular for both of those. Ista will not occur as much as ipsa will. There will all be a question. Now, ipsa refers to the intensifier for self. So, in other words, it modifies the adjective. It is not to be confused with say, self. That's when the say is used when the actor acts upon itself or as a subject of an indirect statement clause. Ipsa will refer to emphasis. So, in other words, right here, you see for emphasis, my grandfather was living in the house, this house itself, intensifier. I myself was living in this house. So be aware that it's an intensifier kind of underlined. So let's play with these right here. These right here, as you can see, Kaiser ipsa salutem. So obviously not myself, because you're dealing with Caesar himself. Now, back again. Liberi, they worked. They didn't work themselves, but they themselves worked. It's an intensifier, so be number 3. Let's talk about eadem. Eadem is merely ea with dem addition. So eandem is, because if you said eamdem, the M becomes nasalized and you end up with eandem. It's not that, it's that same. The dem tells you it's the same. Edem, those men, those same men. Idem, that same thing. Notice the long mark versus the non-long mark. So intensive adjective in the same house. The intensifier is really ea with dem attached, as I said before. So therefore, when we look at it, we heard the same story. So clearly the verb is heard. Heard what? Story. What story? The same story. So it's going to be either 3 or 2, but 3 is plural and 2 is singular. Romulus and Remus founded in the same location. So therefore, we're dealing with ablative. It's got to go with ablative. Illo is that. Hoc is this. Eodem, that same location. Straightforward. Let's talk about the indefinite. Now, the indefinite's the fun one. Certain compounds of quis quid or qui quod become, there's a nice cough, become indefinites. Ali in front of quis is someone, something. Aliqui, some or any, so one's a pronoun, one's an adjective. Quaecumque, you have to memorize these, whoever. Quaedam, a certain. Quisque, everyone. Quisquam, someone. Quaequam, in other words, it'll decline right here, and then it just adds on dam, que, quam, and then quaevis, any soever. Now, please note, on aliquis, aliquid, after C's and nays, the allies go away. So shriveled up Latin teachers make the exams, and therefore truncated forms will be common. So after a C or nay, you'll see quis, but it'll really be aliquis, someone or something. So remember, they're all formed or all declined off of these forms, but they're declined in the first part, not in the last part. Well, here's the last part, aliquis, but quaecumque, it's really quae, quam, quacumque, whatever. Quaedam, quamdam, it's certain. Quisque, quisquem, so straightforward. So there are aliquis laws. So aliquis is going to be, you've got to memorize them. Aliquis, some. certain, some laws. Many laws would be many, all laws would be omni. Certain laws, certain is, of course, quidam. Those are the big ones, quidam and aliquis. So therefore, if any, what I say about this one, after C's and nays, the ali go away. So if anyone would be number 3. All right, correlatives. Sometimes you'll see correlatives, tot and quote, so many, how many, tantus, quantus, so how large, so large, how large, talus, qualis. So, and some of these will be correlatives. So ali, when you see ali, ali, some and the others. There are so many decisions. So many decisions would be tot. And then if you want to make a correlative, how many decisions they face every day. Those are going to set up a lot of relative, pardon me, ut result clauses. Now, finally, eus genitives. Certain nouns are the weird ones. They will take the dative, which you see in the demonstratives, and the genitive, which you see in the demonstratives. Everything else is going to look like a normal adjective. These were called by one guy as the weird adjectives. Alter, alia, neuter, nulla, tota, sola, una, utra. Those are all going to be those weird ones. So, and they're always going to be dative or genitive, it seems like. The soldier sold one friend his loot. Verb showed. What was shown? Who showed it? The soldier. What did he show? His loot. Object phrase. Who got the loot shown to him? One friend. So therefore, dative. This would be the sexy distractor, but remember, it's a weird one. It looks like a demonstrative, so it's going to be number 3. The man of only, the only man, the wife of the only man. So it's going to be a genitive, and it's going to be, this one is easy. These are straight off the test, by the way. Solius, we're of one man. All right, well, that takes care of everything you need to know in Ant-Man, and happy hunting.